Hey everyone, Peterson Farm Brothers here. If you follow us on Facebook, you may have seen that over the last couple weeks we purchased a new air drill.
Yeah, so this is a Great Plains 3510 no-till air drill, and we'll plant wheat with it and soybeans mainly, and then also any alfalfa or cover crops or anything we want seeded with it.
Since Great Plains Manufacturing is actually in Salina, Kansas, really close to us, we thought we'd go and get a tour of how and where it was made.
So first we thought we would head to the Great Plains Product Development Building, which just so happens to be where our dad used to go to high school. So Great Plains,
Brick building over there.
Great Plains bought the old high school our dad used to go to, and has turned it into their product development center. And this is actually where Great Plains was started. So we think that's really cool. So we're gonna head in there and just see kind of how our drill was designed. So we're here in Great Plains is kind of their lab where they design the equipment. When the engineers come up with a new idea, they use computers to design it down to each individual part. They then use programs to simulate stresses and weaknesses of their design. When they have an acceptable design, they then build a prototype and start testing it. Eventually, after a few months or even a few years, the best ideas make it to the market. After touring the buildings in our small hometown of Assaria, Kansas, the next step was for us to head to Salina to see the main Great Plains manufacturing buildings. This was where our drill was put together. Alright, so we are here at Great Plains Manufacturing in Salina, Kansas. We're gonna take a quick tour. You can kind of see there's some drills behind us getting put together. So that's pretty cool. And we're excited to see how it goes. So we're inside and got the safety goggles on.
Yeah.
Safety first. And they don't want Kendall to get poked in his beautiful face.
Oh.
Ow. Checking out some of the
We're here in the machine shop.
Where they're putting together
We got
Pretty heavy.
in the USA.
High quality steel right here.
Kendall's getting the workout in.
They told us all their parts are forged for Great Plains in the USA. So
Our drill was made in the USA.
and here they machine them down to the exact specs.
So what are we doing here in this department?
Well, this area here is the machine shop. This is where we do all the machining on parts that you have on your drill. And about anything that you can think of or we can think of that we need to do that's specialized or would make our drills better, we can do on these machines. They're terrific machines.
We're hoping to learn a bit of new information.
Currently they use a drill to make a drill. Yeah, it's like a Captain America shield.
I need a little brace back here. So this is the steel that get in rolls in these sheets. This one actually weighs almost 5,000 pounds. It's kind of like a boulder. It's huge.
All right, so we're at a bending machine. So we got like, I don't know, half-inch thick flat iron here, and they put it in this machine and it just bends it. Put it in the exact angle they want, and then they put it into their jig, into the pieces they need where it'll go to be welded later. So that's pretty strong hydraulics there and also very exact to bend it right where they want it.
This video is of all the steel that comes into Great Plains before it is fabricated into larger and smaller pieces that make up something like our air drill. So you can see right up there, that's carrying stuff across the building. You know, obviously a lot of the stuff here weighs a lot, and so they have to have a lot of these crane things coming from the ceiling to carry stuff.
I wish we had one in our shop.
Yeah, that would be nice. We have to.
Once again, really cool infrastructure to see it all happening at once.
Can you show us how it works? So you're gonna run it for us?
Sure.
That'd be great. That'd be cool to see.
Those are big washers. That's what they are.
So it's punching out two things at once.
Yeah.
Great Plains has a variety of machines that form the steel into the shapes that they want.
So this is definitely an impressive machine. Can you kind of explain what it does?
This is our heavy plate laser. It's a 6,000 watt laser. It cuts out a lot of the 1/2 inch, 5/8, anything that needs to be a little bit more precision made than what we do on, say, our plasma torches and stuff like that.
This laser cuts most all of the large metal tubing that makes up Great Plains' equipment. It can do very accurate length cutting and cutting of holes and slots, all in one location and operation. This is much faster because it avoids having several operations for one part. So we're here where they're welding a lot of the stuff together.
They do a lot of the repetitive welds with robots, so it's done the exact same way every time. But then some of the bigger, longer welds, humans can do just about as efficiently.
Put it up there. I'd tell you to take a look at what they're welding, but you want to shield your eyes from that.
Except it's on camera.
It's not hot, is it?
It's a little hot.
It's a little hot. Here we are to get a closer look at the openers. They're all robotically welded right in this area. You can see the parts we looked at earlier have now been attached. We were told all the robotic welders have names, so we thought that was interesting.
This robot's name is Apollo, so...
I imagine it's got a little better form than me.
Yeah. What? Yeah, the welder is actually like right there, right?
Those welds are looking pretty well done. Weld done.
That's the opener now.
And on down the line. Okay, we had our part by itself, and then it got welded to the opener. Now we're gonna need to paint the parts before they get put together. But first they need washed. Water, 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 water.
That's an old joke.
Seeing how the different parts were painted was one of the coolest things we saw on our tour. Depending on size and other factors, some parts are powder coat painted and some are liquid painted. Here we see the parts being covered with the powder, which has a charge to make it stick to the part. All excess powder is collected and recycled through the machine, so there's virtually no waste. The part then passes through the oven and is baked on, making it dry, shiny, and ready to go as soon as it comes out.
We got dull and then shiny.
The liquid paint is similar, except it's wet and is for smaller, harder to get to parts. And there's the finished product.
Looks like we're at assembly now. Looks like you're putting together an opener, is that right? Yes, it is.
So how many of these, or how long would it take to, put one of these together?
4 to 5 minutes, depending on the options that the drills require.
So Great Plains makes a lot of different pieces of equipment, and you can see in this building, this is where they keep all the parts.
It goes up in the air too.
So, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff you have to keep track of in order to do this. It's pretty cool to see just how complicated it all is. Here's some footage that Great Plains took for us of our drill actually being assembled. It was pretty cool to see how our air drill was put together, from small pieces and parts to a large piece of agricultural technology. The whole process was something we don't always think of as farmers, and the technology behind modern agricultural equipment is amazing.
we hope you enjoyed going on a tour with us here at Great Plains.
It's a lot of fun. We learned a lot and hope you did too. See ya.